JP with the L. I hope y'all doing well. Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. If you're brand new, I'd ask you to go ahead and please hit the big red sub button down below. It takes a couple seconds every time, helps grow this channel. So if you could do that for me, I'd really appreciate it. So thank you. But today, I'm going to be fixing the LA Clippers in 5 minutes or less because you do have some problems. We are in the middle of the pack in the Western Conference right now, and I definitely think we have many room to improve. So let's go ahead and get into my first really big discussion. It's going to be contract extensions because I think Marcus Morris probably wasn't worth the $40 $80 million. Also think Luke Kennard was not worth that big extension, but I think that it was very big for us to give them those big contracts because it allows us to be able to trade for other players that have somewhat bigger contracts who can come in and help us going forward if we were to get somebody in before the trade deadline. So I think that maybe getting some scorers like Harrison Barnes or Terrence Ross to help the bench depth would be very nice. I think that Luke Kennard, even though he is a solid player, he was really good in Detroit with his touches, but I think now that it's with the Clippers, it's kind of hard for him to be on the team. So I think that if we were to get somebody who can just come in and pure score off the bench, also help us not worry about Kawhi and PG having touches, because Terrence Ross could definitely be a starter next to Kawhi, PG, and the rest of the guys, because he could definitely slide in at the 2 guard, come in, score 15 and 20 points a game, help us defensively somewhat on some wings, and I think that he would definitely be a good pickup for us. Also with Harrison Barnes, he has championship DNA. He's played with Golden State. Obviously, he's a very good scorer as well. He has been in Sacramento. I think that getting somebody like him would be very good for us. I also think that our big man depth is a really big problem. Going for somebody like signing DeMarcus Cousins because he's a free agent would be nice. Getting Andre Drummond in a buyout, or also somehow making a trade for Cleveland, because a lot of their big men are on sale right now. They are in the trade market because they are trying to build around Jarrett Allen because he's their main star center that they have, who's going to be good going forward. Andre Drummond is going to get bought out if he's not traded. And Kevin Love, he's been in and out of the lineup with injury. He's still under contract, but I think Kevin Love and Jarrett Allen are going to be their big man in the front court for the future. So I think getting somebody maybe like Larry Nance or JaVale McGee, to somebody who can help us in the backup center position, because I like Ivica Zubac, but I think he's very expendable. I think he's like slow on his feet, and he doesn't grab a lot of rebounds even though he's 7 foot tall, so I don't understand that. And I think that getting Serge Ibaka did help us to replace Montrezl Harrell, because he's a big, solid center who can play stretch 5, who can space the floor and also play really good defense on the other teams, you know, when it comes to guarding the paint. And he can also play on the perimeter as well, which is really good defensively for us. So I think also fixing that would be a good thing for us going forward. Next thing is going to be getting the point guard position figured out, because Reggie Jackson is not that much of a playmaker. He scores, but he shoots very inconsistently. He doesn't know when to pass and when to shoot a lot of the time. And I feel like also Russell Westbrook has really had that problem. Like, he doesn't know when to go into full gear and try to score everything, or when to be passive and try to get his teammates going, right? So Reggie Jackson also doesn't know that. I think that Patrick Beverley is a great point guard, does everything, hardworking, selfless, does it all for the team. But we need somebody who can create their own shot and can stretch the floor and can help get the team going. I think somebody like Kyle Lowry or Lonzo Ball, who have been in trade rumors with us, would be very good. So I think going forward, that would definitely help us out. I also think that they would help us stretch the floor, and they would help us going forward in the playoffs, because we're going to have problems when it comes to having to guard the other team's best point guards and centers, because I feel like that's our weakest position. Also because Anthony Davis and Jokic and Porzingis are going to be solid big men if we meet them in the playoffs. Also Rudy Gobert can do some things and stop us defensively in the paint. So I think that getting more backup big men help. I think getting better point guard depth to help counteract the other Western Conference's best guards, because Dame, CJ, Booker, CP3, all these guys are going to come at our heads. And I think that LeBron and AD are still reigning champs, and they're the team to be. I think we need to do whatever we can to get better going forward. Before this trade deadline passes, we're the 4th seed in the West, so I'm somewhat scared, because obviously I want to be able to get a better record, hopefully a home court advantage going forward. But let's go ahead and hope for the best. And that's my opinion on how we can make the Clippers better. If you guys have any other ideas, go ahead and please leave them in the comment section below. With all that being said, if you like this video, go ahead and please hit the big red sub button also down below. It takes a couple seconds every time, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.